I'm 101 years old, but the truth is, I already gave up on life at 64. I wasn't dying, I was just slowly disappearing. Low energy, heavy body, no purpose. I thought that was normal aging. I was wrong. One simple habit, so small most people ignore it, brought me back to life. Not overnight, but enough that today I feel better at 101 than I did at 64. If you feel like your body is giving up, listen carefully. One day I came across a story, a simple one, about a place called Okinawa, about people who were living past 100 years, not just alive, but active. There was one woman over 100 years old, working outside, cutting grass with her hands. No weakness, no complaints, just living. And the strange part was, she didn't think she was doing anything special. That image stayed in my mind because I was 64 and I felt finished, and she was 100 and she was still going. So I started asking myself a question I had avoided for years. What if the problem is not age? What if the problem is how I'm living? That question changed everything. I started reading, listening, paying attention, and I found something that most people ignore. The body has a system, a natural system that repairs itself. It cleans damaged parts, it rebuilds, it renews, but it only works under one condition: when you stop constantly feeding your body. That was hard for me to accept because I was doing the opposite. I was eating all the time, morning, snacks, afternoon, evening, late night. My body never got a break. It was always busy processing food, never resting, never repairing. And then I understood something simple. If your body's always working, it never gets time to fix itself. That realization hit me deeply. So I started small. I stopped eating until I felt completely full. I stopped just before that point. Not hungry, but not stuffed, just comfortable. At first, it felt strange, like I was leaving something unfinished. But after a few days, I noticed a change. I didn't feel heavy after eating. I didn't feel sleepy. I felt lighter. Then I made another change. I stopped eating late at night. I gave my body time, long hours with no food. At first it was uncomfortable. My mind kept telling me to eat, but I stayed with it. And slowly things started changing. My sleep became deeper. My mornings became easier. That constant tired feeling started fading. For the first time in years, I felt like my body was helping me, not fighting me. And that was the moment I realized something important. My body was never broken. I just never gave it the chance to repair itself. And once I did, it started working again, slowly, quietly, but clearly. But this is where most people stop, because the changes are not loud, they are subtle. And if you don't understand what is happening, you will think nothing is working. But something is happening. And what happened next in my life is something I never expected at 64. I will tell you that because that is where everything truly changed for me.
There was no sudden miracle. No one morning where I woke up and felt 20 years younger. It was slower than that, quieter, but much more real. In the first few days, I just noticed small things. I wasn't crashing in the afternoon like before. You know that feeling after lunch when your body just wants to shut down? That started disappearing. My head felt a little clearer. Nothing dramatic, just less fog. And my sleep. For years, I used to wake up in the middle of the night, restless, uncomfortable. But now I was sleeping deeper, waking up not fully tired. That alone felt like a big change. After a couple of weeks, something else shifted. My hunger changed. I wasn't thinking about food all the time. Before, it felt like my day was controlled by eating. Now, it felt like I was in control. And that gave me a kind of quiet confidence I hadn't felt in years. Then, people around me started noticing. They didn't know what I was doing, but they would say things like, "You look different. You seem lighter. You okay? You've got more energy." I used to just smile because I knew I hadn't added anything special. I had just stopped overloading myself. Months passed, and this is where it became real. My body started feeling stronger. Not like a young man, but stable, reliable. The small aches, the stiffness, they started reducing. My mind felt sharper. I could focus longer. I could sit quietly without feeling restless. And the biggest change? I didn't feel like I was fading anymore. I felt like I was rebuilding. That feeling is hard to explain, because when you've already accepted that things will only get worse, and suddenly they start getting better, it changes the way you see everything. I stopped saying, "I'm getting old," and started thinking, maybe I still have time. That thought alone gave me life again. I kept following the same simple things. I stopped eating before I felt full. I gave my body long gaps with no food. I didn't rush my mornings. Sometimes I would start with something light like a drink and wait before eating. And I kept my evenings quiet. No heavy meals late at night. No constant snacking. Just space. That space is where everything happens. That is where your body cleans itself, repairs itself, strengthens itself. Most people think the body needs more input to get better. More food, more supplements, more effort. But what I learned is that sometimes the body needs less interruption, less noise, less constant work, and more time to do what it already knows. Now I am 101, and I'm not saying this like a motivational speaker. I'm saying this like a man who has lived both sides. I know what it feels like to give up at 64, and I know what it feels like to still be here at 101 with clarity, with energy, with peace. This did not come from luck. It came from small decisions repeated daily, simple things done consistently. And the truth is, nothing I did is out of your reach. You don't need perfect discipline. You don't need extreme changes. You just need to start giving your body a little space. Start with one meal. Stop just before you feel full. Finish eating a little earlier tonight. Let your body rest. That's it. It sounds small, but small things done every day change everything. I learned this late, but not too late. And if you're listening to me right now, it's not too late for you either. Your body is still waiting. It hasn't given up. It just needs the right signal. And once you give it that, you'll understand what I mean. Not from my words, but from your own life.